Who's kicking off?
He should be.
I'll kick off if you want.
Go on, fucking do it.
Go on then, geezer.
What was that?
It's my London accent, innit, mate?
Fucking was though, innit?
Oh my
You
God.
fucking tosser.
Oh, I fucking live in East London, don't I?
Yeah, mate.
Fucking sick in it, boys.
I'm very triggered right now. Hello and welcome to the SlapDuck podcast. My name is Lucas Sheehan. With me, as always, to my right is...
GG, also known as George Gessie, but that's my actual name anyway. So, goodbye.
And...
Sully Iqbal, a.k.a. Max Branning's best friend.
Who's Max Branning?
Max Branning?
Pretty sure he's from EastEnders.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Bald guy.
Bald?
Bangs his son's
Father.
wife.
Oh.
Cool.
Cool,
You
it
can
was-
find us on any good podcast service out there. Give us a rating on iTunes, please.
5.
5 stars. Yeah, that'd be great. 5 stars. It's just a weird start already, isn't it? We're on Radio Haver every Tuesday, 6 p.m. GMT. If
Cool.
you're up in Scotland, you can listen to us. Yeah, or if you have an internet connection, you can also listen on there.
Just if you have
If
the
not-
internet.
Any podcast service you can find us on.
I love pods.
Pretty great.
I remember like a couple of weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
did you say, I think it was the Valentine's Day episode,
Yeah.
you said, I can't believe that like most of our demographic are women.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that true?
Yeah.
The last time I asked for demographics, yes, it was.
Wow.
Or at least demographics off of the radio station,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Last
Yeah.
time I checked, it was mostly female.
yeah. Hi.
Hey, girls.
Hello.
Hey,
But that might be because of like scheduling and stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week, George spoke about the Secret Cinema thing, and I forgot to chime in with something, which I'm just going to quickly chime in with right now.
Would you say
I
I
forgot
chimed
to
in?
chime.
Haven't you ever heard of?
Closing the goddamn door.
No.
No. It's much better to face these kinds of things.
For the sense of positive rationality. No, I'm not even there. Okay.
I thought you'd be surprised I knew that song.
That was really good, man.
I don't know. No, so you had a really good immersive theatre
It's
experience.
fucking great.
It wasn't
And
massive.
a few weeks ago, I didn't have a good immersive theatre experience.
You suck.
So I went to the London Tombs thing at London Bridge. It's meant to be like the scarier version of London Dungeons. And I thought, fuck yeah, that's a bit of me. It's not. It's so... But it's
How much did you
really
pay?
underwhelming.
How much did you pay?
It was £30 a
Oh
ticket.
no,
That's woof, man.
I-
That's
like,
a
all
lot
right.
of Freddos.
You're like, all right, 30 quid for basically 40 minutes.
Oh!
You need to pay by the hour usually.
Yeah,
when
it's-
you hire someone.
It's really bad. So we went in. And it's like, it starts with this like tour through London Bridge history, which is essentially like 4 rooms, and they tell you a little bit about it.
I like bridges.
And it's like, but
Right,
we don't
London.
really learn anything. It's like,
Oh,
this is London Bridge. There's 4 different London bridges. And this
Millennium
London,
Bridge.
and then they
Waterloo Bridge.
Yeah.
Tower Bridge.
No.
No?
No, it's like, it was once
Bridge,
built
bridge.
with wood, and then
Charing
they
Cross Bridge.
that fucked up, and now we built it with
The
concrete.
New bridge.
And people used to shit off the bridge, and it was a whole thing.
People
It's the
shut
Tha-
off the bridge.
Or they used to shit, and it's just fall in the Thames.
I feel bad for that one beluga whale.
That's gross, man.
I feel really bad for that whale.
Are you legit? Yeah. People used to shit in the Thames.
That's where the like it plopped into it.
The why the Thames are so brown.
But yeah, that's why it's kind of fucked up. You just fall in there and you get a bit ill.
Man.
But it was sort of it started off, and it felt right. I thought, all right, cool. It's going to be this whole like experience. And you went into like one room, and then there was like someone doing like a monologue or something, tell you a bit about it, and they tried to interact with the audience. But like the group that we were with, probably not the most interactive.
Right.
Also, it felt like it was half full. Like they
Lame.
put you through in groups of 10, but it felt like you could have been 20 because like the section where you were sitting.
Because nobody wants to go.
There's a fucking massive queue outside. We had to queue for ages. It was like
Was it like a good queue or was it like a touristy
Yeah,
queue?
was it-
no, it
tourist
was
thing.
just like it was a queue underneath a bridge around the back of like the area that you would actually expect to go. It was just not
It
very
was
good.
tourists, wasn't it?
No, we didn't really have any tourists on our thing. It was all just like what looked like Londoners or sounded like Londoners.
Proper gazers.
Yeah,
Fucking
proper
gazers.
gazers.
Oh, fucking A.
So you go through.
love gazing, you
Yeah, mate.
Let's fucking go London
You're
Bridge,
not
don't
a
you?
great geezer.
Yeah, well, gazer, yeah.
Let's go get
So
some
triggered by
jelly
this.
deal
Yeah.
gazer.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so you go into one room, tells you a bit about it. You go into another room, it's like basically a surgeon, like, oh, we used to cut this head off and we used to do this. It was like, none of it was very interesting, if I'm honest. Didn't really learn anything from it. And it was like, the layout was very much like London Dungeons-esque, where they tried to make it as creepy as possible.
Ooh.
But everything looks like a wax model, so nothing was really that creepy.
Right.
And like every now and then, like they were obviously timed to a soundtrack, so when they would move, like you'd hear like a bit of gore happen, but it sounded like a really shit tinny thing that was coming from underneath the table. So rather than it being like, it was just like, it just never lined up. It was it really annoyed me.
That's gross.
So you went through the whole thing, and then they were like, all right, now it's time for the actual scary bit. You're like, all right, fair enough. Let's see. And they essentially put you in a room. They have like a bunch of TVs in there as like the warning, like you can't use any flash photography, can't do this. You got to walk through. They won't touch you. Don't touch them. Okay, cool. Getting psyched up for it. And then as you get to the entrance, like, okay, you have to hold the person's shoulders in front of you the entire time.
Right.
So you have to walk through like a fucking conga line. And it ruined the whole, like, the sense of like fear immediately drops out when everyone's laughing, kind of like in a fucking conga line.
Yep.
And as you're going through this whole thing, which is very linear, like you couldn't stray off the beaten path.
Right.
There were sections that were completely empty that felt like there should have been people there, but they were just super understaffed.
Oh.
And as we were going through, I was just looking and like, there's this whole kitchen layout and nothing happened in this kitchen at all. You just walk through it, it just looks like a grimy kitchen. It's like, there was a fridge there. Someone could have burst out of the fridge and really freaked the fuck out of everyone or been doing something there. No, just empty.
Wow.
You walk like around another thing, then like, there's going to be some cramped spaces that you have to squeeze through. And the cramped spaces were essentially like pushing through a bouncy castle. Just these really like inflated walls, which was just no need for it in the slightest. And you get to the end of it and you basically walk straight out into the light and then you're done.
Wow.
I would not recommend it to anyone. It's not good.
What would you give Yelp?
I'd give
review?
it a 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5 on Yelp.
2 out of 5.
It's pretty high, mate.
It's
That's pretty fucking high, mate.
Two
That's like 4
Yelps.
out of 10, bro.
Yeah.
Ah,
Most
that's
people would
nearly
say that was
half.
bad.
I don't know, man. That's
No,
nearly
that's
half.
just below average, that is.
No, 2 out of 5 is pretty bad.
2 out
Nah,
of
it's
no,
below average.
3 is
no,
average.
2 out of
One
10.
is
No, you
bad.
said 4 out of
2 out of 5. 2 stars.
5 is
two.
not enough.
Yeah, okay. 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
Double that. That's 4 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Triple
That's
it.
just under average.
6 out of 15.
Still pretty bad.
Yeah, it's just under average.
I mean, all right, if you're getting like real nerdy about this shit,
Times
the
it by
IGN 4 out of 10 is literally labeled as bad.
Times it by 12. Do it. 24 out of 60. Sounds pretty shit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
He looks great with his glasses on.
No, he looks like he should be more intelligent. and then he says certain things, and you're like, it's still Sully. I love it.
That's so fucking mean.
know.
Talking about numbers, I found out that the concept
Talk
of
about
infinity was only invented in 2004. Like, what the fuck were they saying before that? It's like, well,
The
it's
end
like
of
beyond
time.
number.
Right.
So that's fucking fucked up, man. That's very recent.
This is why we need a video on him and just him.
It's very recent.
But yeah,
I know that.
I know,
Scared me.
you had a really good immersive theater experience, and after we recorded, I remembered, oh shit, I went to see this thing,
So-
and it's a bad immersive theater
Yeah.
experience.
Would you like to know about the second immersive experience I've had
Oh, shit!
within the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Penetrate
Yeah,
us
go
with
for it.
your soul.
All right, you ready? You guys ready for this?
Do it.
Imagine to yourself,
Okay.
I'm going to go for a meal.
Yummy.
Mm.
Yeah. What meal are you going to go for? Oh, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what I fancy. Okay. Let's go to this restaurant, which is pitch black. You can't see shit.
I fucking
Can't see your own hand in front of your face.
fucking love Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Keep going.
So what I did was I went to that very famous restaurant in About Time. I don't know if you've seen the film About
Yeah,
Time.
I love
That's
About
what I was
Time.
thinking. Yeah, something
Yeah.
about time, isn't
Yeah.
it?
In About Time, they go to a place called, I think it's Don Lenoir. Don's Lenoir?
Don McGleeson.
No, that's the actor.
He did go there.
He did go there,
Hmm.
but he didn't go to that one.
Okay.
There's only one in London. It's in Farringdon. It's in Farringdon.
Ooh.
It's really nice.
Hmm.
Recommend it. But,
Bougie.
right, fucking crazy experience. It's just, I mean, it doesn't sound as interesting when you say, You just eat in the dark.
Eat in the dark, yeah.
But there is so much that goes with it that I didn't even think about. Like, have you ever eaten in the dark before?
No, but I have like some questions
How-
already like
like,
festering in my
How
head.
dark is dark?
When I say you can't see your hand in front of your face, you can't see shit.
How do I pick up my knife and fork?
Sully, you pick them up. You can feel around the table. You know where they are. But when the food comes, it's really difficult. I'm
How
not
do
gonna
you
lie.
order your...
All right, this is the one thing that's come to mind first of all is not how do you eat the food, is how do you know when you're done with the food?
You want to know what I did?
Well, you picked it up and just put your hand around it.
I legit got my fingertips and danced around the plate. I tried to figure. I'm like, have I finished everything? Yes, okay.
That's
And now my fingers have like weird gravy on them. I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh.
great.
How do you order
Lick
the
'em.
food?
So you have to
Oh, I
what the
see.
kind of like
Okay.
format is, right? Is you've got 3 different menus. You've got
Yes.
the red menu, the green menu, and the blue menu.
Love colours.
The red menu is full of meat,
Okay,
it's meat filled.
nice.
The green menu is vegetarian,
Mhm.
and the blue is like
Fish.
fish and stuff.
Oh, yummy.
So the you can pick between like a starter and a main, or a main and a dessert, or like all 3, and they're all like different kind of price points. Well, the starter and the main and the dessert are the same price point,
Okay.
Yes.
and the starter, main, dessert is like
A bit more.
a bit
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
So you have to pre-book. You have to like call ahead
Okay, yeah.
and say like, oh, we're gonna have like 6 people come in, and we've decided what we want. We want the red menu or
Yeah.
this, whatever. You go in. There's like there's lockers and stuff on the left.
Mm.
So when you've like said, oh, I've booked, and they're like, oh yeah, we've got you booking here. We're going to take you in a little bit. Just get comfortable and put all your stuff in the,
Mhm.
so they don't get stolen. Because
Yeah.
obviously it's a fucking
it's
pitch
dark.
black restaurant.
Yeah.
So you put all your shit in the lockers, you get the locker key, and you have it with you, and then they take you in, and you have to put your hand on your person's shoulders.
Feels weird.
Makes
but
sense.
The person
okay.
who takes you in. I think they're all blind who work there. I'm not entirely sure. I think they are
That-
though.
So
That makes it even harder.
I saw a comedy. There's a comedy show that I watched ages ago called The League, and they did an episode about this. And it was the exact same idea, and all the servers were blind.
I think they were though.
I guess it makes sense because they're used to kind of
you can't
navigating
see
around.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess so long as you don't have like your chair far out and like trip them up and stuff.
No,
like
true. But like we asked loads of questions when we were in there anyway.
Mm.
But they take you in, and because there were 6 of us when we went, he kind of split us up. He was like, okay, so there's 6 of you, so I'll put you here, and you here on this side.
Yeah.
And then I'll take the other 3 and put them on the other
Mhm.
side. Bit annoying because I was like a bit far away from my girlfriend. I kind of
Oh.
wanted to sit next
Yeah.
to her, but whatever, it was good. I was with good people anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, like we were just like, oh, this is really weird. And the first thing I noticed was I was trying my hardest to see any kind of light.
Yeah.
I was like, my eyes were like super wide, trying
Yeah.
to get any. There was just nothing,
Nothing.
no light whatsoever.
Mm.
I was like, this is fucking scary. So vulnerable.
Mm.
I felt so fucking vulnerable. to
You
start
would. You'd
with.
feel exposed.
Yeah, I
I
feel.
did.
Oh, fucking
was
no.
mad.
Thinking about it, I'm like,
Yeah.
And, like-
I'm literally worried about behind me, which is a window at the moment, but still.
Like, and I was, so there was like the point throughout the night, the food was amazing.
Yeah.
The food was fucking outstanding.
Mm.
So it tasted great. Obviously, can't see the shit, but
Yeah.
It looked ugly as hell,
yeah,
but
couldn't see that shit. The dessert was amazing as well.
Mm.
It was fucking 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
Absolutely 10 out of 10. And, but there was a moment where I was just sitting there and I felt like I could hear something on my right hand side. And it just turned out that the waiter had just sat down next to me, just waiting for something, or like,
Mm.
just, if somebody needed to get their food picked up, he was kind of waiting because you need to hear what's going on. Obviously, you can't see if people are done.
Yeah.
So you have to like play it by ear. Lol.
Because you
play, it
use
by
your
ear.
ears.
Play it by ear.
Use your ears to hear.
Play it by ear.
oh, sorry.
Like
Thank
an,
you.
like an ear of corn.
Yeah, like an ear of corn, yeah.
Yeah.
But like he
Fuck's
sat next
sake.
to me and I could hear him shuffling.
Mm.
But because I didn't know who it was, I was immediately in that like mindset of,
Fuck.
Run.
who the fuck is that? I
Yeah.
need to put on my defense. Like,
Fucking
I
punch.
can't see you. If you punched me in the face, I'm not going to see it.
Mm.
Obviously, you wouldn't.
I have a knife.
No, I don't.
Oh, you didn't have a knife yet
What?
Wait.
When do I get it?
when you're eating.
Oh. I thought you meant like a real knife.
Oh, no, no, butter knife.
Oh, a butter knife. No. I don't like butter, bro.
But would you recommend this?
Okay, so this is the hard part. Is like I would,
Okay,
but if you asked me to come with you again,
you wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it for at least 6 months.
Okay, so you would do it again, just not.
Yeah, but it's just like we were in there for 2 hours, and credit to the place. Well, not credit to the place. It's just very interesting to like kind of experience it from like a blind person's perspective.
Yes.
Like trying to eat and trying to drink things, trying to pour water for yourself in pitch black is fucking hard work.
Oh, no, yeah, that's weird. I guess
I had a system.
no.
I had a system. So there was a glass. I had my like water glass, put my finger in the top, and then I'd like pour in. Like I'd try and match the spout as close as I could to the glass so I didn't spill it.
That's
anyway.
an actual thing that I've heard that blind people do is they put their thumb in the cup when they're pouring, and they pour, and then the moment they feel it, they're like, all right, I'm near the top.
Cool. See, it worked. It was good, and food was amazing. And then at the end, when you get taken out, when they kill you,
I was gonna
they basically show you what you've had. They show you what meal you've had. I had like a lamb moussaka. It was fucking it was fucking beautiful.
That sounds good.
I mean, for dessert, it was like this raspberry like sponge with like sorbet on top. It was fucking
Again.
It was so good.
Very nice.
It was very, very good. And yeah, but the weirdest part was coming out of the pitch black room back into the light. Everything was like black and white for me for a bit.
Because I guess your eyes are so.
They were so
wide.
used to the dark that when the lights slowly started to seep in, I was like, shit, things need to fucking recalibrate here.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's scary.
It was just for me anyway. Everybody else could see fine. Maybe my eyes are fucked. But it was good. It was a good experience. I would recommend it. I think like it's weird how when you're eating in pitch black, but with people you trust,
Yeah.
it's so weird how the darkness becomes like in second place while you're eating. So when you first walk in, you're like, oh my God, it's so fucking dark. What the fuck? But as soon as you start eating, you don't notice that it's dark.
Really?
You don't
You
notice.
get used to it.
Because you're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to
Food time.
try and find my mouth.
But
So would you recommend going with a group like you did, or would you think
Yes.
it's better for one-on-one?
Date.
No, you don't go on a date.
No?
The whole point of going on a date is so you can
if you don't
see
want
the
to
other
see
person.
her,
No, but I mean like, yeah, sure, you don't want to see the words. No, what
Unless
if it's
you-
like you've been together? Like, would you and your girlfriend now
you're
you've been with
married.
for this long go?
Yeah, probably. I think it would be fun to do. It would definitely be fun to do on a date,
Yeah.
but maybe not a first date. Or
God,
maybe it
no.
would be a fun first
Maybe
date.
I'll meet Donald
You see,
Gleason
exactly. You might
and the girl from that movie who I keep on.
She's American. That's all I
You
remember.
know
I
what
keep
really-
on thinking
You know
Renee
what
Zellweger,
really
but it's
fucking
not.
bugs me about that film?
What?
They have that awesome experience of going to Don Lenoir,
Mm.
Yeah.
and he fucking really hits it off with this girl,
Yeah.
and then he reverses time to like go to his mate's theater performance instead, and then he tries to manufacture that same love afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't feel right to me. It was
That's
so
strange.
natural to begin with.
Why would you go to your mate's theatre performance?
I can't remember the reason that he did it.
It's
now.
something like an honor bound thing.
Yeah,
He
I
promised he'd get.
remember. I've watched the movie, but I'm just like, why would you?
I had the movie on fairly recently, actually. I love that film.
It's a good film,
It's
but I
such a
hate how
good
he
film.
manufactures that love afterwards. It really didn't sit
But I
well
guess that's
with
the
me.
whole thing, isn't it? Like he's going through again, and he's trying to make every moment perfect in the lead ups. Like the first time they have sex, and she's kind of like underwhelmed.
Hmm.
He goes and like he does it again and again until like at the end of it, she's fucking mind blown.
Sick. Yes.
Nice.
Shot it.
Yeah.
Shot it. Shot it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel left out, so I want to talk about something immersive I've done.
Woo!
All right.
All right.
Fucking calm down, Solly. Damn.
Jeez, you're just some
Go on.
ball of
Oh,
energy
I'll
today.
kill you.
Wow.
I didn't know if I should say that because it seems mean.
Been there.
Stop.
Done
on the murder.
Yeah.
On the murder train.
Mm-hmm. The Sa.
Yeah.
The Sa.
I feel like we should do something while Sully's.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
do you wanna
fucking.
do
I'm
a
making
quick
sure I get
improv?
the name
Yeah, let's do a
right.
murder improv.
No.
Okay.
A
Oh, I
murder
found it.
improv.
I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it.
Oh,
Look at you ruining all the fun.
Anyway, yeah. So when I was in New York, I went to a place called.
When were you in New York?
This is a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so not a fairly recent.
Fuck
thing.
off, Luca.
God damn.
It's called Ellen's Stardust Diner, where it's
Oh,
it's
I
a
love a
like a
diner.
stereotypical 50s American diner, but all the servers are aspiring Broadway performers, and your server will go to the center stage and sing like a Broadway musical song.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
fucking awesome.
That sounds sick.
And like when they come and take your order, I think they're a little bit sing-songy as well. So oh, fucking my voice is lit. I'm like, bitch, please, your voice is lit. But yeah, that's
I would
cool.
fucking
That's
100%
awesome. Let's go.
to
Let's
that.
go New York, guys.
I would totally go
Let's
to
hop
that.
on the next plane.
I
Shall
really
we?
want to go to New York.
Let's get in
I'd
the
be-
boot.
You've been.
Yeah, it's not as good as you think it is.
See,
There's a lot of
No,
rats.
joking.
I don't care.
It's so fucking good.
I live in London. There's a lot of rats here.
Have you seen the mice on the tube lines?
Yeah.
They're so cute.
They keep on coming up loads now.
Mm.
They probably found out they're famous.
Yeah, did you see? Like, there's like a nature photography.
It won wildlife photo of the year.
Yeah, it's
two mice like fighting each other
Yeah.
over some food.
Now they'll fucking
really
think
good
that-
picture.
Now they fucking think they're like big shots and
Yeah.
coming out. So,
It's true. They're on the red carpet soon.
A mouse.
Fucking Remy over
Squeak,
here.
squeak.
I'm a mouse. Squeak. Did you hear about the mouse scandal?
Wait, what?
Mouse got caught fucking a rat instead of the other mouse.
What a dickhead.
I know.
What? That's
See, 15 minutes of fame's gone now.
That's like fucking. That's like making a mule.
It's like making a mule.
Yeah, because a mule is half donkey, half horse. It can't reproduce because it's not proper.
Do you know what a dragon is technically?
A lizard.
A dragon is a corrupted dwarf, like in mythology.
What?
So
I didn't know any.
So you know when like
What's the Chinese mythology?
you know in like no, not Chinese mythology, but in like
Nordic.
Nordic and all this sort of
That's
stuff.
cool.
So you know in God of War when the dwarves can kind of like
Sully still hasn't played this game.
mate.
I
At this
I
point,
played some today.
Where did you get up
Okay,
to?
I am in the heart of the mountain. So I'm probably still
Okay.
really early in the game.
Very early in the game.
Okay, all right.
Please don't ruin it.
Well,
But I'm assuming the two geezers that can jump around are like probably something to do with dragons.
two geezers that can jump
But
around.
Barat and his brother.
Snorri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But apparently, like the
I know.
specific section.
Say ruining
World
it, man.
Serpent.
But it's dragons are cool.
Dragons are
corrupted dwarves.
God damn it, Sully.
But do you know what else dragons are cool?
Why?
Because they're in the film of the year. Rain of Fire,
Rain of
baby!
Fire!
Della, 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 della. Yeah.
Christian Bale. Christian Bale.
This is why we should really plan before episodes.
We're on
shit.
track to doing it every day, every episode. At least
And we have
once.
to go over into 2021 because we started late.
No.
We need to make up the full year.
Rain of Fire.
A Rain of Fire sequel is fucking announced this year. You're going to lose
Yeah.
your
I will
nuts.
fucking go insane.
I'm going to write
It's
a
the
strongly
anniversary.
worded letter to Christian Bale. Be like, hey, Christian,
Hey, mate.
2020, Rain of Fire 2, question mark. Let's do it, bitch. Love me,
Love me. He
Please.
just knows who you are.
please.
Let's.
But yeah.
I'm gonna-
What were we talking about?
I had something relevant to say, but I forgot because we started talking about dragons.
You wanted to talk
Oh.
about something interesting.
Oh, well, I don't know. But also, dragon. Oh, there's the dragon thing. You know, birds and shit. They
Yeah.
are technically dinosaurs.
I'm aware of birds.
I've seen a pigeon every now and then.
And birds are technically dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And scientists, I don't know where, they did something where they suppressed the in chicken embryos, they suppressed the thing that the enzyme or whatever that causes beak growth. And when the fucking dinosaur bird bastards hatched, they had faces like dinosaurs.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
It was weird. I didn't think that
Ooh.
there wasn't any pictures. It was a BBC report. It was kind of like, oh god, this is
Nah,
fucked up.
Can we stop fucking with
Nah,
things?
man, I want it. Bring me back the dinosaurs. Make dragons like that book I read, The
Man.
Great Zoo of China, which
Have
I keep
you-
on forgetting to give you.
Yeah.
But have you seen Jurassic World? Do you
That's
know
fine.
what's coming? If we
It's okay.
make dinosaurs,
It's a bad movie.
we're gonna
Yeah.
market the shit out of them.
But
They're
then,
gonna have.
but then we'll make a clone of a little girl.
there's gonna be a Starbucks there.
Don't. I fucking hate that movie. Jurassic World is
Two.
so. They're both bad.
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom's it's better than the first one, but still not good.
I haven't seen the second one.
It's a bad movie, but I love it.
Oh well.
Dinosaurs.
No, I
Bars.
I remember going with a bunch of friends to see that movie and walking out hating every moment.
That's not very nice, mate.
I want to power rank the Jurassic Park movies. It goes Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park 3.
No.
Yeah. Jurassic Park 3 is better than Jurassic Park 2.
No.
Jurassic Park 2 is amazing.
2 is better than 3. Come on. Son.
With Jeff Goldblum's daughter that does acrobatics and beats up a dinosaur.
Yeah.
With that awesome scene where the fucking gun is hanging on the thing and there's a woman stuck on the glass of the RV.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
like
a fucking
hanging over. That was a
scene.
And when they
sick
take
moment.
a T-Rex back to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a werewolf in London, but no one really cares about that, do they?
Boom.
I don't know. Jurassic World 3 has an Allosaurus in it, and I like Allosauruses.
That's fair.
And
I remember being very, very specifically terrified of Jurassic Park 3. I was so
When
scared at
the-
the beginning when the blood splattered on the window of the plane that I got so scared that my dad had to take me out of the cinema
Aw.
and we went to watch Shrek 2 instead.
Let's be honest, Shrek 2 is probably a better movie.
Yeah.
That actually
I think they came out at the same time.
That
so-
actually sparks a memory for me, and
Do
probably
it.
why I haven't jumped into Lord of the Rings as much as possible.
It's 'cause
Oh,
you're scared
no.
of dinosaurs.
No. So the first time I went to see Lord of the Rings in the cinema, I went with my uncle and my cousin,
Yeah.
and maybe 20 minutes into it, you did like the cloaked riders and the,
The ring wraith.
horses, those
Yeah.
fuckers came on screen. My cousin bursts into tears, starts
Really?
screaming at the top of his lungs.
What a
So my uncle will
bitch.
drag us out of the cinema and gets all annoyed saying, "This is too scary for kids." And they're like,
It's not too scary.
"It's not, your kids,
not.
it's just the worst." And he got really annoyed and then never went back in.
Wow.
So
Do you know what is scary
Yeah.
in Lord of the Rings? The old BBC cartoon
Fuck
adaptations.
me, yeah.
Is it
That's
bad?
bad.
They're bad, but they're also like kind of creepy. So
Imagine like bits of character animation followed by full rotoscope.
what? What?
Imagine Aragorn in pants and Boromir in pants.
What are you describing to me right now? That's weird as
BBC,
shit.
the
Yeah, it's
BBC
weird.
cartoon
It is
adaptation of Lord
weird.
of the Rings.
It's,
I don't want to see that now, if I'm honest.
no, you don't.
I
You want
wanna
to
see
watch
that-
Peter Jackson's
I want to see
version.
that more than Peter
Watch
Jackson.
it,
if I'm
after
honest.
watch it after Big Pete's
Yeah.
because he deserves it.
Genuinely, it's good.
I know.
And
I
then
know,
we
I've
can
had
watch the
enough
Hobbit trilogy in
No,
one day.
I've seen the Hobbit
the
1.
extended
It's-
versions.
Fuck off. No.
Well, the extended versions of the Hobbits actually make them better movies.
It's true.
That's like saying the extended version of Batman vs Superman it makes it a better movie. It
Probably
does.
is.
It's still a shit film.
Schneider cut, innit? Release it.
Nah.
The Snyder Cut doesn't exist.
Release it.
The Snyder
Jason Momoa said you should, so
doesn't
do it.
exist. Why
I
would it
actually don't know
exist right
what
now?
it's about.
Yeah, Jason Momoa said like it was a thing and he's
We
seen
watch
it. but-
movies
He's
together.
a big boy. I wouldn't.
Me and
like,
Jason, we're always watching movies. The greatest kind of movies. We always watch action hero films. And he's always talking during the film, like, Jason, shut up. Oh my God. Fuck.
And guys,
He's so
that
handsome.
was our latest guest, Ryan Seacrest. Thank you for being here, Ryan.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, dude, this is a weird one, man.
Sorry. The
This is
energy.
so-
The energy is just
It's
weird
all
today.
over the
Ah.
place.
I completely forgot.
Didn't you
what
want to talk about like some fucking
I
end
don't
of the
know.
world
I
shit?
don't know because I feel like that would be like a full podcast type thing.
Okay.
I'd like to take our time with that
Okay.
topic. So
Alright.
maybe the next time we record, we should do that.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. So I haven't got anything else except for that Seth came out in Street Fighter 5.
Rogan?
No, Seth. Just Seth.
New
He's
fighter.
the- yeah, he's a new
Green.
fighter. He was the villain in Street Fighter 4. Came out. New character design, new everything. And I did the combo trials this morning.
Yeah.
And they, I should say, actually, not he.
Oh.
They are fucking fun, man.
Yeah.
What a fun character to play. No, none of you care. No, a lot of the audience won't care.
No.
But
There'll be a core few
a
that are
little
like,
few,
what?
like 3 like people like, oh yeah, he's talking about fighting games again.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to play Seth too.
I've got a hypothetical question for you.
Okay, go for it.
All the fighting games in the world disappear with the exception of the Dead or Alive games.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Do you still love fighting games as much as you do now?
Does this include the weird beach volleyball like spin-offs?
Nope. Oh, yeah. No. Yes.
Of course I do.
yes.
I
But
think I'd love them
just-
for a different reason.
If you don't know what that means, just go and watch someone play a Dead or Alive game.
Yeah.
Maybe look for the Japanese version.
Oh, you know what they did? Do you know what they did for Evo?
No.
They cut.
Or was it E3?
It was Evo. They cut a game.
So, all right. So,
Or was it something else you're talking about?
no, I'm talking about something else. So, I think it was Evo. They announced Dead or Alive, whatever. And
8
yeah,
titties.
whatever it was, 8 T's, yeah. And they know what their fan base is, which is, I guess, it's good, but at the same time, it's like
Kind of lecherous.
yeah. So like they had like a stage presentation where they had like all these scantily clad women like on the stage, and you're like, okay,
Slightly sold.
I don't need to see that. I just, if it's a good game, it will hold its own.
Do you know
But
why I know about Dead or Alive? I think it was Dead
is
or
it about
Alive.
all the jiggle physics?
No, it was Dead or Alive 2.
I can't believe they marketed that shit.
I mean, listen, you got to sell to your audience, don't you? Dead or Alive 2.
They've come to expect.
I remember, I think that was on PS2. For some reason, I don't know why, my cousins had this game. And these are like, they're all girls and or young. And I don't think any of us,
Yeah,
and none of us understood like, haha, Dead or Alive, it's all about titties.
it is.
And also they lived with my very religious like aunt at the time.
Okay.
And I was like, we just played Dead or Alive. And I'm like, there's something off about this. And I can't tell because I was like 6 or 7. And now looking back, I was like, I should not have been playing any of the Dead or Alive games.
Nah.
No.
They're weird fighting games.
But now, it's
They're
the
not
only
for me.
game I play. That's why I've not finished God of War. I only
played
played
Dead
Dead
or
or
Alive?
Alive. No.
I was like, shit, I need to get good.
No.
I need to play Sully.
See, I took the middle ground on that. I went for Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur's good.
Soul Calibur's good,
It's a very
Star Wars,
good fighting
baby.
game.
but I remember growing up, the boob physics were definitely real in that game.
They moved exactly like how tits move.
I know.
Like
Like-
Ivy's tits in Soul Calibur were like, that's how regular tits bounced regularly in the wind. Do you know what I mean?
No, it was so weird. I remember playing them. It was like, now when I come to think of it, the only games my dad would ever play with me are Tekken and Soul Calibur.
Tekken's a good game. Tekken's
And
strong.
Tekken was because he could button mash. Soul Calibur, I think,
You
was
can't
not,
button mash Tekken.
My dad did. And
Ugh.
it wasn't. He never won.
Yeah, that's why. Never button mash
Well,
Tekken.
he button mashed, and I played as Eddie, so that's why he never
Oh,
won.
fuck you.
I
hate
know.
it.
I only ever played the Soul Calibur demo on PS3.
It's
I would always go back and just play that demo again and again
Soul
because I'm
Calibur's
like,
good.
because I'm poor, so I'm just gonna play all these demos.
Oh, I do that all the time. I still do that shit.
Like Mini Ninjas, I remember was one I used to play.
That was a good demo as well.
Yeah,
There was a great
hope that was a
demo
good game.
on the PS1 called the Pizza Hut demo. Pizza Hut used to do like
No, that was a whole
demos.
game, wasn't it? That was like a free game that they released.
No, what they did was they had a bit of Wipeout on it.
Mm-hmm.
They had a bit of Metal Gear Solid 1, I think. It was just the intro section, which is a bit bullshit. Just give me the whole fucking game. And they had this awesome game, the best game ever with the best soundtrack that I wish they fucking updated and bring to the PS5 now. Oh my God, it'd be sick. It's called Destrager,
Okay.
and it's produced by Koei Tecmo and W Force.
Okay.
And it was just like, you could run around this giant map. It was like a fighting game. You had like these like magical spell abilities, and you could jump and charge them and shoot them at your friend. It was like, oh, this is so sick, boys. Boys, let's play Destrager, please.
Remember, like demo discs were like something that I
They
craved
were
when I was
so
younger.
cool.
Yeah,
They were
it's-
great.
That's such a good idea.
Also, why with PS1 and going into PS2 were the bases of the discs sometimes like
Blue.
or black?
It just depends on the CD-ROM that they used.
Ah,
And then PlayStation 2, they like updated to DVDs, and they were still
Yeah,
kind of figuring that out.
I see. Why did we ever leave cartridges?
Because they're way more expensive. It was literally a cost-saving thing.
Oh, I know what.
Sorry, that was the Destrager battle theme.
Okay.
It's so good.
Related. I think someone is selling the really rare Nintendo PlayStation
They are.
dev kit that they made.
Yeah, it was for like $380,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I
is
would
this?
buy the shit out of it. If I had that money,
I would not.
I would buy it.
What is
Why?
it? What?
It basically originally Nintendo was supposed to make the PlayStation with
Whoa.
Sony.
Wait, do you not know the story?
No.
Okay, do you
Yeah.
want to tell it or do you want me to say it?
We can jump.
Okay.
You go, and then if there's anything we missed. we
So the
can,
initial idea was
Nice.
Sony approached Nintendo as kind of doing this joint venture This was before the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
And it went through to like essentially dev kits. They had like models set out. And I think it was Nintendo that pulled the plug on it.
What?
Because I think they were going to release the SNES or some shit.
Yeah. So they were like, fuck that. No, we're doing our thing. Fuck you, Sony. And I think they then partnered with someone else and released their next console. So Sony being Sony went, we'll do it ourselves then. And released the PlayStation 1.
And what a fucking
And
thing
just
that was.
knocked it out of the park. And Nintendo's been shitting themselves
Whoa,
since.
okay.
I wouldn't go that far.
Nintendo.
I'm sorry, the PlayStation 2
Nintendo don't
Probably
even.
the best console ever made.
and still the highest selling
Switch.
console ever made.
Nintendo don't even count Sony and Microsoft as their
Competitors.
and also Microsoft don't count Nintendo or Sony as their competitors. So Sony's just like, we're the best, and the other's like, yeah, man, cool.
That's the sort of thing that's the sort of thing you say when
That's
you're not.
failure
Well,
shit.
That's,
man.
that's like, all right, they're not even our
I think
competitor.
Nintendo was never in that race anyway. It was
They
just
used to
it was
be.
just the other two.
So they initially started out in
Yeah,
that race,
but then
and
they
then
were
they
like-
realized, fuck. Like the GameCube was a very powerful console in comparison to the rest of them.
I love
Yet
the game.
Fuck yeah.
It faltered. No one bought it. It didn't do very well.
Bad marketing.
Sorry, let's just be real. GameCube had a fucking handle.
I had two
Yeah.
GameCubes.
PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1, Xbox 360, and Xbone don't have handles.
Also, when you
So which one's better?
when you start up a PlayStation or an Xbox, if you press Z, does it change the sound that the loading screen makes?
If you turn on
Zed's
the
not a button.
if you turn on the
It's simple.
GameCube, does it go?
But if you hold down Z, it goes all squeaky.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does that happen on the Xbox?
Does it have a reset button?
No, it fucking doesn't.
The reset button's a great button.
PS3 had the coolest one. It was just like a.
Actually, one of the coolest functions was on the PlayStation 1, and there was a game that you could play that if you put in a CD while the game was running that loaded into RAM, it would read the CD and make a monster out of said CD
Which game was
in
it?
game.
That's
I cannot remember what the fucking game was.
That sounds amazing.
Was it the one that reads your memory card and pretends that it slowly did itself?
No, that was another thing.
That was Parasite or something, wasn't it?
No, that was Oh no! I'm thinking Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, because Metal Gear Solid like read it and it
Metal
would
Gear
start
Solid
to like
does that,
say
yeah.
your game and you played this and this and this
Yeah.
and try to like freak
Would
you
you
out.
guys play like? Because I've seen this. There's this artist I see him on Twitter all the time, where he makes like brand new games that are coming out, like Death Stranding and stuff. But he makes them with PS1 graphics.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it. I'm like, that looks amazing. Like, I don't know why I pine after that sort of shit. Like,
Nostalgia.
I mean, yeah, but it's still like I prefer the look of say Kratos from God of War now than like not Raiden, than Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 1.
My
But
one,
it would look sick if you look
my
like
one thing is, do I have analog sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Because
have analysis.
my least favorite thing is, especially with like old PlayStation 1 games, when they've ported them to PS4 or whatever,
Yeah.
no analog stick control.
At this
I'm
point,
like,
it's a must.
What the fuck? Like Nintendo games are okay because they were used to always be side scrollers, but
Yeah.
when it's a 3D game and you don't have a fucking analog stick,
Well, that's something that like still freaks me out a bit on the PC is you're still using essentially directional keys, so you don't have like you can't walk diagonally.
or your mouse boy in it to look.
But I've watched like playthroughs of say Batman Arkham Origins or something like that, where I've seen like gameplay footage, and as they're walking down this kind of slanted corridor, the character's kind of zigzagging to get down it because it has to because you can't go diagonally.
Sick.
Diagonale.
Which freaks me the fuck like just
Nocturne Alley.
no. Bring up the joystick. I mean I love a good joystick.
This beat is sick. Let me take a ride on your disco stick. It's Lady Gaga.
I don't really know.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
I've got a fight stick at home.
Do you use it very often?
I haven't used it in a long time, actually. I think I used it a lot for when I played Guilty Gear quite a bit,
Okay.
and that was so fucking useful. Like playing Guilty Gear on a fight stick works, but for me, like Tekken, Street Fighter seem to work better with just like a pad controller. Speaking of which, I might buy a new one.
A new one.
Fight stick.
No, a new controller. I think Razer have released like this controller that has like all the face buttons plus R1 and R2 and L1 and L2 on the face as opposed to on the back.
Oh.
So like for fighting games, it's like, oh yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like you've got all the buttons there.
So you can essentially claw it rather than normal it.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Do you guys have any of those bougie controllers where you can like assign
The pedals.
paddles? and
No,
stuff?
I've never got into like the elite controller section. I don't think I'm not that competitive when I play, so I can't care.
I have a fake Switch controller that does that, but I've never like. No need.
Oh, I'm gonna buy a Switch, by the way.
Yes, get the Animal Crossing one.
Maybe.
Why?
Yes.
I was just
Because-
wondering.
It's gonna sound really weird, right?
Okay.
I mean, main reason is Smash Bros is a fighting game that I've loved since I first played it.
Byleth, baby.
When I played Melee, when I first played Melee
Melee.
on the best console there ever was, the
GameCube.
PlayStation 2. Okay, yeah.
GameCube, yeah,
PlayStation 2.
GameCube.
PlayStation wishes they had Super Smash Bros.
PlayStation wishes
Sony-
they had a fucking handle on the back of
Sony
their
are
console.
just there like, "Oh, if only we could get Mario.
No, because they tried to do their own one. PlayStation All-Stars
Yeah,
Battle
with fucking
Royale on
Fat
PlayStation
Princess
3.
and Sackboy.
It was bad.
It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it, but
a bad
it
game.
wasn't great.
But yeah, I think because it's a fighting game and it's a console that is designed to be taken with you anyway.
Yeah.
Like fighting games mean a lot to me.
Sure.
And whenever I'm in like a stressful situation, it'll be really, really nice to just
Whip it out and
whip out and
hammer away.
destroy Goku's face for a bit and then put it away when I'm done.
He's not in Smash, but
No, but Goku's in Dragon Ball Fighters, which is on the
I have
Nintendo
Fighters
Switch.
on my Switch.
Mate, you should fucking bring it. I could
It doesn't
kick your
it
ass. It
doesn't really like play as well as it should.
So I get a fight stick, innit?
No.
Get fight stick compatibility. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I want a Switch for my mental health.
Switch it up.
So rather than like an emotional support pet, it's an emotional support Switch.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
legit not fucking around.
Go for it.
Yeah, I really want one.
Because there are a few games that I'd love to play on the Switch, which are like the Bayonetta 2 and 3. I absolutely adore the first one.
Oh, I need a trailer for the third.
But I mean, for the most part, I don't really care about Switch
Platinum-
games, just personally.
Platinum Games is just busy making B-level games.
Who?
Platinum Games.
Fucking hell.
No, they're bloody
Saint
not
Astral
B-level.
Chain?
No,
B-level games.
But compared to like Bayonetta, which is
Fuck
built by
off.
their
Nier-
A-team.
Nier Automata.
Near Automata.
Yeah.
That's
Is
a
a
great game.
banger of a game.
But it's not Bayonetta.
It's better.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck is
I
this?
say in it.
I need to buy
The
Astral Chain.
storytelling in that game is so well done. It's unbelievable how
I
good it
love
is.
Cyborg booty.
It's true.
Any of you played it?
Nah.
No, I really want to though.
I won't spoil it then. But you'll play through the game and you'll get an ending. And you're like, all right, that's good enough.
Oh no, I know everything about it.
Okay, and then it
I
says-
research the shit out of that game.
And then it goes, would you like to play it again? And you say yes, and you start it, but as the other character.
Oh shit.
And you get a completely other
it's
story.
like Kissing too.
And then at the end of that, you start it as one of the enemy characters and learn their story that you barely see in the initial 2 playthroughs.
Wow.
And then you finish that and you find another story. And it's like, I think you have to do 4 playthroughs to get the whole
Game.
story of it, but every playthrough
That's
is
smart.
completely different.
Okay.
To a point where I think the only similar things is the start of the second playthrough is very similar to the start of the first playthrough.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're all fucking mad.
Okay.
Sick.
2 things. One, very quickly to upset Luca, Pokemon Home came out
What is
recently.
Pokemon Home?
Basically, have you heard of Pokemon Bank?
No.
No.
Basically, Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter was a way to get your Pokemon from the old games all the way up to the
New
DS.
gen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could get it from Gen 1. There is a way to get your Pokemon from there all the way up.
Mm.
And it'll tell you, this Pokemon came from the Kanto region in this year. And you can get it all the way up to the Switch.
Wow.
Yeah, up to the DS. But then from there was no way to get them onto your Switch. Until
Until they find a way to monetize it.
they made Pokemon. No, you can do it for free as well.
Not
There's
that
a
much.
premium version,
Yeah, but the
which
free
I'm
one.
going to get for £16 a year.
Yep.
It's not that much. £16 a year. It's less than Netflix. And I don't use Netflix as much as I play Pokemon.
I mean, that's
But
true.
also £60 a year for something just to move over. Essentially, cloud saves is what
Yes.
they're charging you for.
I mean, you can do that for like Apple though, and
Yeah.
Google Drive.
Yeah, but this is very specific for a very specific piece
Exactly.
of software.
Yeah,
but
but-
This is very specific and
Well,
I think
highly
Google Drive's
predatory.
quite specific for
But
files.
saying that,
It's
if
also free.
This is going to make me get back into competitive Pokemon.
Only for competitive Pokemon.
Yeah.
I was going to cuss him out, and now I'm going to cuss you out.
Competitive Pokemon, where when you win,
just double
when you win, if you win the junior division, Nintendo pays for your university
Fuck.
stuff. Yeah, and if you win the Masters, you get like 25 grand.
I'm back on his side.
Just for winning the world masters, and then you win money every time you qualify to get up to worlds.
Wow.
And worlds this year is in the XL, so I'm going to go.
Oh, okay, cool. Can I quickly say something?
Yes.
Please.
How much time have we got?
We're probably wrapping up
And
soon.
I also want to go to my other point afterwards as well.
Okay. Oh, you can do that first.
Just off your game, Neo
Nier Automata.
Neo Automata.
Automata.
There was a game called Kissin 2 on the PlayStation 2, and it was basically like Dynasty Warriors, but it was way more like
Love that game.
That was a bit
creamy. All right.
It was way more in depth. So like you could you build your army, you build the formation of your army. And like events would happen where one of your generals is like, we can either go attack this place now, or we can go somewhere, send a battalion of men to go and get this fire cannon for us, but some of them will die. And you have to make those decisions, and it'll influence your battles. And also you could play as different you could swap between the characters on the battlefield.
Okay.
Kind of like
GTA 5.
No. Yes, but no, because you can swap between them, but it's during one battle.
Okay.
It's like Fire Emblem Heroes.
Oh yeah.
So you can swap between the different characters there. But with that game, you play the whole game as the good guy. Basically, you're trying to rescue your girlfriend or some shit that got kidnapped by the bad guy.
Right.
Sounds very familiar.
But then they don't tell you this. But as soon as you finish that, the game restarts. But you're the bad guy, and it's about the bad guy trying to defeat the good guy, and it like tells you the bad guy's story and how you sympathize with him for that.
Yeah, I like when they do that.
Shit.
Fucking sick. Japanese people are awesome.
Yeah, man. Agreed. So the thing I wanted to say was a couple of weeks ago, the Evo lineup got announced for all the games that are going to be at Evo. And it was just like the familiar faces like Street Fighter 5, Dragon Ball Fighters, Tekken 7,
Mortal Kombat 11?
Unist. No Mortal Kombat.
What?
Unist, Blaze Blue, I think, Samurai Showdown, Soul Calibur, and another game. I can't remember what it was. But the seventh game is Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Ooh, they brought that back.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's the 20th anniversary of that game.
Wow.
20 years, which has made everybody go like, oh shit.
When's the new one?
If Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is back at Evo for one year, then there must be some cool shit gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but I'm waiting for like a HD collection or something of all
Or
the
what
MV.
if they just did like, rather than, because what is it, Marvel
Marvel vs.
Capcom? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was the most recent one that no one really liked.
Yeah.
What if they just went, all right, scrap it, we're doing more like Marvel vs. Capcom 4?
If they did MVC4, I'd buy it immediately. But the cool thing about this tournament is that it's only there's only 8 players in it.
What?
Wait,
so is it like a...
So the cool thing about it is there's only 8 players going to be competing. It's the champions match.
Oh,
so
that's a cool
all the
thing.
people who won Marvel vs. Capcom 2 at Evo, like years and years and years ago, they have been given invites to play for this tournament. And it's like, that's fucking sick. But the other 4, you have to compete and you have to get those places yourself.
Wow.
So there's like 4, I think like Justin Wong, like a couple of people have been given invites.
Yeah.
So they're there. But the other people have to fucking fight for it. It's like, oh my God, this is going to be the sickest fucking tournament at Evo. And it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. What do you mean? That's sick. Guys, where's the excitement?
I never played Marvel vs. Capcom.
Neither did I.
I'm channeling your excitement.
No, I know it's good. I know it's meant to be a very fantastic fighting game.
Yes.
Never played. It's Marvel vs. Capcom, so it's basically like Street Fighter vs. Capcom for the most. Street Fighter versus Marvel for the most part, like the fighting style.
Yeah, so you've still got your Hadoukens and your Shoryukens, but you've also got fucking Wolverine and Storm, and Cable and Cyclops.
Yeah, and I
Sick
was
games.
never a Street Fighter person when it came to fighting games.
No,
I guess I found it too technical when I was younger. I know other fighting games can be just as technical, and more so with some of like the weird like Blaze Blue ones are crazy technical.
Yeah, Guilty Gear is really fucking technical.
But I think that's why I was always into Tekken and Mortal Kombat and Soul Calibur, where I found that I didn't need to be as precise to do cool shit in it. Where I felt like with, because I think it was Street Fighter 4, like the Ultimate Collection on my 360. It was like £8. I was like, fuck it, all right, I'll give it a proper go.
Cheap.
Yeah.
I gave it a proper week, just like playing it non-stop, like in the evenings.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't figure out the fighting style.
I get where you're coming from. Because when I first played Street Fighter 5, I was like, this is... Because I'd played like all the others before. And when I hit Street Fighter 5, I was like, this plays so differently. Like the just the pacing is so different. And they've hardwired, like, I think it was back then, it was like 8 frames of input lag anyway.
Oh.
So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is hard. And then now, like, I've got that kind of like fight knowledge. I can jump from Tekken to Dragon Ball Z and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
All 3 very different paced games. And I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember how, there's like, I think there's like 2 or 3 frame links in Street Fighter 5, which is like, how many frames is there? 24 frames a second. So like 3 frames of that, you have to input something to do another part of the combo.
Oh shit, all right, that's speedy.
It's fucking hard to do. It is hard. And there's like, in Street Fighter 4, there was 1 frame links. So you have to hit this and then this.
What?
Like, it's fucking madness.
All right, I think that's probably why it was probably too...
Yeah, I mean, but
fast,
like other like combos and stuff are easy to do.
Okay.
Like, it's not that bad. Shall we wrap up?
Let's wrap this.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap.
All right.
Word.
You started. didn't
You started. Wrap it.
Yeah,
Do
you
it.
gotta
Do
wrap it
it.
up.
Do
Go
it.
on,
Do
go
it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
We've been the SlapDuck podcast. That's about it. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for
Okay.
listening.
You can find us anywhere you can find good podcasts, especially Radio Haven at 6 p.m. GMT every Tuesday. And make sure you leave a review and 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what I really want you guys to do before you leave is to watch Reign of Fire.
Best film ever made.
Best film ever made. Strongest film. Strongest film. Christian
Bale.
Bale, right back to me, please. Please. Please.
I'm so sorry.
Please.